Hi guys, this is DJ Zile. I felt that it was important that I did this video to explain myself. I hope it won't be long, but I want to start by saying that the first time I saw that this video had been misinterpreted and misunderstood, the first thing that I did was humble myself and I apologized on Twitter. Again, I apologize to you if you felt insulted or if you felt offended by what I said. With that said, can I please now just take this opportunity to explain myself? So, and I'm gonna base my explanation on something that I've spoken about before on a different platform, and it's not something that I'm speaking about the first time, right? And I will say though that maybe I was wrong to use the word unemployable, because that's the word that now has been taken to define this whole conversation and make it seem like when I said unemployable, one, I was blaming the youth. I was not blaming the youth. Number two, it's made to seem like I was offending the youth to maybe say they're not educated enough, they're not skilled enough, they're not smart enough. That is not it again. If it came across that way, please accept my apologies. I really apologize. So now going back to my point, what I've always said is I believe that in this country, a lot of the problems of unemployment, not a lot of them, but a large portion or a contribution of it can be resolved by small businesses, which is where I come in, which is where I even got into this conversation, right? So now my conversation was that we need to get the youth to a point where they are eligible for employment. They are ready for employment. If someone is looking for someone who is going to fill a position, we need to get to a point where the South African youth is fully ready to fill in positions. So maybe the word unemployment is the wrong word to use. Maybe I should have said maybe they're not eligible. I could be wrong. I don't know which word to find that is not going to be offensive, but I'm going to explain what I'm saying. So what I meant was, so going back to my point, what I was saying is, I believe that we as young businesses are creating solutions for unemployment, because I've employed a lot of people in my small businesses, and I feel like I could do more if the government was supporting me. This was the whole reason behind this conversation, was I feel like I could do more to support, not to support, to train, to give experience to the youth if the government was supporting me. In what way, you may ask? In the way that, yes, I am training people in my business, but because my business is there and I also need to learn as a young business, I need the government to take people that have expertise, that have gone to school, that have learned HR, have learned marketing, who might be sitting at home because there are no jobs, to say, okay, DJs, here are these people, here are the people that need training. Can they come and work in your business as part of experience? That's what I meant. I meant that we could train more people if we had more support from the government, right? So now, when it came out that I said that people are unemployable, it made it seem like I was attacking you guys. So I want you to maybe understand it from the point of, if you are sitting somewhere at home right now and you know someone who has a qualification, who has matric, but they are sitting at home because they don't have experience, or they've applied for a job and they were told they don't have enough experience, or they're not qualified enough, or they don't have a driver's license, or they don't have this or that. By unemployable, that's the context I was talking about. I wasn't saying Uguti, it's because they are not smart, because they are not skilled enough. That's not what I meant. What I meant is, and also this thing, Uguti, you are unskilled. It's not meant to say you don't know anything, can't do anything. By skill, I meant expertise in a field, right? And for someone to have to be an expert in a field, they need training, right? They need to go to school for those things. And again, the youth becomes ineligible if we don't even have the education for that makes us eligible, that gives us the skill that we need to go to work, right? So I'm just trying to contextualize my word unemployment, which was maybe the wrong choice of words. I was talking about that youth that is sitting at home, that has been that has been sitting at home for years with the qualification, that's been sitting at home because they don't have money to finish school or whatever, to say that those people are not ready to be employed, not because of what they've done or because they've done something wrong, because in this country there aren't enough opportunities. So I was saying, I'm not going to create all the opportunities. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying in my small way, as a small business, I can then contribute by training more people, by giving more people space to come and do their practicals, their experience, whatever they need in my business, if I just got the right support from the government to equip me to train more people, to give more people opportunities like that in my business. So before I go, I want to say again, unemployable maybe was the wrong word. Unemployable maybe made it seem like I'm looking down or undermining people. That's not the case. In my maybe Angshawe language, and I apologize, but I definitely was not blaming the youth or accusing them or offending them. I was just saying that in this country, I feel like a lot of young people don't have opportunities that make them ready for the workplace, right? And if you, again, know someone who has a qualification, who's sitting at home without employment, or if you know someone who does not have the right qualification for the job that they want to do, or someone who doesn't, like that's what I meant by unemployable, right? And the reality of things, in businesses invest in people in terms of the people that they hire, because they need them to come into the organization and build something. And that's why employees are so specific about the kind of people and the talent that they need. So what I'm saying is, maybe my choice of words was wrong, maybe when I said unemployable. But guys, I don't know how many times I can emphasize Uti. When I said that, it was not me saying that the youth is at fault, or that the youth is lazy, or that the youth is what's the other word? Not smart enough to work at my shops, because that's what people are saying now. That is not what I was saying. I was actually maybe not meant to do that, but in a way I was blaming the government for not making sure that young people are ready for employment, right? But I think this is what I wanted to say to you guys. And also just one more thing. I got a few people that say, well, don't come to Witbank because we're not good enough for you guys. That's not what I meant. That's not what I said. I said I was struggling to find people who can fill the positions. Does that mean that I've looked throughout Witbank that everyone in Witbank has applied? No. Does it mean that the people that have applied are not smart? No. It's exactly what I was saying. Maybe the people that have applied in Witbank don't have enough training for us to hire them, and that's what I meant by unemployable. If I am looking for someone who has 3 years of experience, has a maybe, I don't know, matric, maybe has this, has that, maybe what I'm saying is, if I found someone who only has matric but does not have